Hi Aquarius, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Aquarius, there's always an extended reading that I create, and I hope that you'll join me for it. That link is below, or you can join my Unbound membership and get access unlimited to all of my extended readings, as well as all of the perks for the channel. Yeah, the extended reading is a deeper dive and it just provides even more details. So I hope you guys will join me over there. I release a new Aquarius video every single Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. So remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload all your favorite content. And there's also, I have a second YouTube channel called Astrology Motivation. I'll attach the link above, where you can join me for daily tarot card readings and live chats. So I hope to see you over there too. I'm going to start off with the astrology, Aquarius, and then we're going to move into the cards. The cards are definitely a timeless message, and the astrology will set the tone. So the astrology for you is pretty unchanging. Uranus has been directly opposite the South Node for a while, which, Uranus is all about rebellion and change and doing things differently. And the South Node is where you come from. So it's almost like in a lot of ways, we are being sucked into and made to, it's like almost like the energy of Uranus is creating gravity so that we don't stay where we were. We don't stay where we're stuck. Certainly for you, you'll want to get away from or find ways to do things differently, to change things, to not be the same, to not stay the same. I would be surprised if there haven't been a lot of changes that have come up in your life over the past few months. Changes that you instigated. So it wouldn't just be things that, that you were forced to do, because the important part of this opposition is that you want change. Like that's where you are in life right now. You're ready for it. And you're welcoming it, and you're resisting staying someplace where you're comfortable, because you're seeing that isn't going to make you grow, that isn't going to help you, and that isn't where you belong anymore. And honestly, I think that is radiating and generating waves out for the world at large. What's going to happen this week, I believe it's over the weekend, is that when the moon is, I think it's Monday, Tuesday, when the moon finally goes into Virgo, so it's late in this week. There's going to be these beautiful trines between the moon and Uranus, as well as Venus and Uranus. Venus and Uranus are close, but they're not in any real major conjunction. With this trine with the moon, it's just beautiful symmetry, being able to think and feel the same thing, being comfortable with innovation and change, and having your mind, or your higher mind, or being able to think outside of the box, very much in tune with this moon. And this moon is in Virgo, and Virgo is practicality. It is how to make things work. It's how to move things forward. So you might have a breakthrough later on this week on how to actually start to put your plans into play. Mercury will be out of retrograde by that point. So this is time you could actually start taking action, or things will be, it's almost like they could have made sense in your mind already, but you didn't know how to execute them, or there was a lot of paperwork and everything was held back, or things just weren't working. That will clear up, and you'll start to see a real clarification and ability to actually put a plan in play Monday, Tuesday of next week. That Virgo moon will actually help to, it'll ease your worries. Your worries and concerns will be eased. If it came to any just practical matters, paperwork especially, even things that have to do with your health, being able to actually implement changes and finally make something stick. Because up until now, it may have been too hard to stick to a new routine that you were trying to get onto, or find answers to certain problems or issues that you were having, so that you didn't know what next steps to take. All of that you're going to find Monday, Tuesday of next week starts to dissipate, starts to clarify, and you'll actually be able to take action and move forward. But in terms of the astrology, it's not remarkable astrology. It's just finally starting to move, though. right, in the new direction. It's one thing to understand it and know it. It's another thing to take actionable steps toward it. And I think up until the end of this week, you're going to still be kind of have that tension of, but how do I get everybody else on board with me? Right? How do I manage? And that's what that Virgo energy is going to be really good for, is how do I manage other people? How do I put them where they belong so that they're actually working with me instead of against me? How do I organize and manage, especially the people around me, and manage their, not just manage them, but manage their concerns, manage their desires, manage their needs, manage their wants. Like, how do I put all of that into play? That will start becoming very clear. Like I said, Monday, Tuesday of next week, that's where clarity kind of opens up, and that moon trine Uranus really starts to help you out with things, because there's this balanced nature about you then. And until then, there's definitely just you, not you against the world, but it's becoming clearer and clearer and clearer what you know to be true and what you know to be your next step, and then you can actually take action toward it. So Aquarius, life is speeding up and is directly connected to Gemini. I think it started as soon as things entered in Gemini, or something is starting to come together. There are communications between you and a friend, or just you and somebody meeting somebody who's like-minded, who's like-minded like you, putting things together. Life is speeding up. We'll see. That's a little bit in the past. So I would definitely say up to the beginning of this year. It's not like distant past, but it's not just yesterday either. It's definitely got something to do with communications. Maybe finally being able to make sense of something somebody told you. But that didn't mean that you still had all the puzzle pieces together. So let's get more information. Now is a lucky time. Happy birthday, Michelle Sandegate. Prosperity and abundance, also a very fertile period. If you're looking to reproduce or have babies, this is going to be a really fertile period for you. I think that this is going to replicate quickly. With these two energies, something is going to take off very quickly. And then we have believe in yourself, time to plant those seeds. Time to plant those seeds, or the seeds that you plant now will go far. And then we have freedom is yours, and that's your energy. So one of your children could actually be leaving you in a good way. So somebody that you raised, or somebody that you contributed to, or even a project that you consider a child, could actually be taking off on its own and being liberated. This is like a maturation process. So you could be going through that right now because they're ready. Somebody here is ready. Also, a lot of prosperity and abundance opportunities coming into them. And it seems like only yesterday that somebody was just a kid. This is the energy of maturity, growth. It's happening. They're leaving the nest. Somebody's leaving the nest. It could even be you, ready to extend beyond the seeds that were planted by somebody else, or your childhood, or a child that you have. So, but it's definitely that. It's definitely like breaking free, number one, of that South Node energy, breaking free of where you came from, planting the seeds for your future, really being able to feel like this is who I created. This is the version of me that I created. Somebody is now going off on their own in it. Like I said, it's a good way. It's triumphant. It may be emotional, of course, but freedom is yours. For some of you, could even be like empty nest in some ways. Aquarius. You could also be, this is also saying this is a really good time to plant those seeds for your exit, for whatever freedom that you actually want. If something has been dragging you down, it's been getting routine, it's been mundane, like those kind of obligations, it's almost like you're done with them. A liberation of requirements, or whatever you've cultivated actually being picked and going off on its own, and or like germinating those seeds somewhere else, you see clearly now has come in. This is also your energy. All I'm getting from this card is you're ready. The energy of you're ready. You definitely see your way out. Okay. Aquarius. 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 Truth transcends illusion. And that comes out, you see clearly now. Okay, how is that matching any of this? Take a leap of faith. You know what the illusion is? What everybody else is telling you to do. The illusion is what's accepted as right and the choice that you're told you should make. You know that that's not the truth now. You also know that it doesn't work for you, and you have the strength of character at this point to plant the seeds where you would have them lay instead of plant the seeds where somebody else wants them. That's what your freedom is, to believe in yourself for the first time and realize that you've got what it takes. And also that things are ripe and in your favor. The resources are coming into you to basically make you realize that shit's going to be okay. Truth transcends illusion is that you're not falling for any bullshit anymore. Somebody is definitely ready to be on their own here. Take a leap of faith. This is liberating energy. And this leap of faith is not going to be so hard because intuitively you already know you want it. You already know intuitively you already want this. But it's almost like, but you couldn't make sense of it. Well, it's not about what makes sense. And you're starting to realize, yeah, fuck what makes sense. Because if I keep doing what makes sense, I'm going to keep being stuck here. And there's no way in hell I'm going to be stuck here. You're realizing now that those impulses to move forward are actually your clarity. They are not impulsive. They are not you being reckless. They are God pulling you in the direction that you need to go. And then we have embrace the in-between. Which is, yeah, things are not settled right now. Realizing that things aren't perfect and don't happen that quickly, and that this is a transitional period for you. Embrace the in-between is like, basically it's saying this, I don't need the answers. I don't need everything handwritten in front of me. Capricorn's reading was a very similar, but from a different perspective. You might want to watch the Capricorn reading because you guys are also very much impacted by Saturn because Saturn was your ruling dignitary. And so that Capricorn reading could offer a lot of insight for you guys. But ultimately, this is a sense of not being afraid of the transition, of realizing I'm okay with the in-between. I'm okay with not knowing everything that I need to know. I'm going to embrace, like a flamingo just standing on one leg. Right now, like, things might be imbalanced right now, but I'm fine with that because that's how you move forward. You shake, you wobble, you have shaky legs. You're okay with that. There's no fear with the shaky legs. You know that that's just something that you have to deal with. You are never alone. This speaks of love and relationships and support. This could be a leap of faith that you're taking, or a leap of faith that you're taking in a new relationship or in somebody else, or somebody else taking a leap of faith in you. And that could be where your luck is coming from. Because you believed in yourself, you've inspired others to give you a chance. And this could be your breakaway moment, Aquarius, FYI. Be at home. So this is 4th house energy. Not really sure what that's supposed to mean. And clear out the clutter. You may be actually moving. It's legitimately, that's what I heard is here. It's like you're at home and you're cleaning stuff out. So once again, you could be moving somebody out. Somebody could be moving out of your life, or you're moving out of theirs. There's a cleaning, an actual physical cleaning of shit, removal of the crap out of your house, like getting it out of your house. Be at home, clear out the clutter. It's almost like you're doing this in preparation for what's coming, because you know something's coming now. This is a good time, especially over the next 5 days, to get the process started. So whatever you have been stalling on, because you're ready to get started. You're ready for the transition. Yeah, you're ready for the hard work of the change, because it will require some work. It will require some maybe financing, right? For example, if you're moving, it requires work. It requires packing everything up. You're ready now to start enduring that. You weren't. And that's because of the retrogrades. The retrogrades are a time for us to slow the fuck down. But ultimately, Aquarius, I don't think you had the energy until now. Your energy is definitely back, and you want to clear out the clutter because there's some hope of connection or connectivity that's coming in. Even though it may not be solidified, you're willing at this point to take a leap of faith in it, and you should take a leap of faith in it because it is not unfounded. You have the answer already in your heart. You know that this is going to come to pass. You know that this is going to work out. So go the fuck ahead and make the preparations. Like a good example is, like 2 years ago, I decided to move out to San Diego, and I didn't know where the money was coming from, and I didn't know how I was going to do it. But ultimately, I gave my landlord 3 months notice. I told them when I was going to leave, and lo and behold, as soon as I did that, like legitimately money dropped out of the sky. It was so magical, but it's real. And like that's the leap of faith you have to take, because you know what you want now. You're certain there's something here that is certain that it's ready to move to the next step. And even though the path isn't clear, it's clear that you're ready. So you'll clear the path as you go along the way. You have the insights now. Let's get more info. Aquarius. Building blocks, one step after another. You are building something new, a message in a bottle. Maybe you're building new communication systems, or a new way to talk to somebody, or something that has to do with communications. You might be building a new platform. This has been sort of a long time coming, but now you actually have the blocks and the resources to be able to put things into place. Message in the bottle is, it's almost like you know the answer is there. You just haven't received it yet, but you will receive it. Basically, follow the steps, right? This is saying you have to start building and putting things into action before you'll get the information that you need, but the energy will will flow the message and the information and the conclusions to you as you go, because something is out there. There is certainty there. You know that there's certainty. Just because you don't have your hands on it yet doesn't fucking matter for dick. You are definitely, absolutely sure. And you should definitely start putting something into play, and start doing the practical work of building to it, because it already exists. A new start is coming. We have flip over for you right away. And then conclusions are within reach. To see how it came first, this was the new moon we just experienced. So you're ready. It almost like refreshed you. The new start is here. It's coming, and conclusions are within reach after the new start. So you take the new start, and then you'll get the answers you need. Emotions are running high. That's almost fuel for you. This has been a very emotional time for you. Maybe a lot of emotional chaos going on. That is to generate energy inside of you to push you forward. It's like spirit is doing all it can to create whatever environment it needs to get you moving. And I feel like for you, it's been emotions that are causing discomfort, and to get away from them or to deal with them, you are now taking bold steps that you normally would not have taken. But that's being fueled by that niggling or that nagging that's coming from that emotional energy, and it's heading you right in the direction that you need to go. This is definitely a blessing from above. What is a new start? What is this new start? Aquarius. Something to do with maybe public notoriety or fame, because Leo just came up. It also has to do with courage. A Leo, this could also be a very good looking young man. This is Apollo. So it's like shining bright, or being the sun, or shining like a star, or being in the spotlight. So ultimately, but Leo energy is also it's opposite from you. So it's taking the steps to be solo on your own and putting the energy into yourself and allowing yourself to shine. That's what's coming. The new start is in somehow allowing yourself to shine instead of reflecting it onto everybody else. You actually being seen or showing up as sort of the featured performer or the person in the spotlight. This is also a new start is coming, could be somebody who is very loyal to you. The Leo is showing up here. This is Leo energy. Somebody very beautiful, I can tell you right now. Somebody either with a young soul or a young body. This person would probably be a Leo, or they would stand out a lot. Let's go into the... Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Let's go into the extended, because I've got more details and I need the cards to help me articulate it. I will see you guys over there.